You are live on the Agenda on Campus TV, your most authoritative political platform that provides a space for activists to contribute their quota towards national development from the educational perspective. I remain your favorite host, Frederick Brooks. We'll be taking a short breather. Right after the breather, I will introduce to you my guest for today. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. So you are still live on the Agenda on Campus TV, your most authoritative political platform that provides a space for activists to contribute their quota towards national development from the educational perspective. I have today in the studios wonderful leaders in our midst. I will start with the representative of the National Democratic Congress. She's in the person of Miss MUFIDA Yahaya. And also I have with me here JANET-STEPHANIE RHULE. She's also representing the NPP. I will begin with you. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank
you. How are you faring? Generally.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yes.
Wow. Should I say you are comfortable under the administration of this government?
No.
You are not comfortable. So, to what extent? What makes you, feel good in as much as you are complaining about the government?
Okay. Basing my point on the way their policies and everything, I'm not comfortable.
Okay.
And to talk of how they are running everything with education, health, and everything, it's not the best way.
So the presence of the former president, that's Mahama, is making you feel good, yes. Not the president of the republic. That's very interesting. Let me come back to you, Stephanie. How do you feel this? Today?
Excellent.
You feel excellent?
Of course. The form of Fanana euphoria is everywhere. Everybody has seen the good in the new patriotic party. You know, Nana Akufo-Addo is the most prepared president in the Fourth Republic.
The most prepared?
Of course.
Wow.
He started this course so many years ago.
MUFIDA is not really happy with that assertion anyway.
Of course, it's because of where she decided to stand. If you are being objective,
yeah,
the economy is good.
Okay.
Everybody is fine. The poor woman's child is in school.
Wow.
The ones who cannot afford to pay bills because they're out of business due to this COVID-19 pandemic are enjoying free water and free electricity.
Wow.
Do you get me?
Wow.
Unemployed people as far back as 2012 are enrolled on NAPCO.
Before we read the whole, campaign manifesto, let's kickstart. Today we are going to talk about women empowerment. And also linking it in a political perspective, the role of women in politics. There had been agitations from various political parties saying that a lot of women are being marginalized, are being sidelined in various political parties. In no particular order. Do you believe that assertion? Do you feel with the NDC do not allow women inclusive or involve women in their day-to-day activities? It's
clear now because our current vice presidential candidate, Madam JANET-STEPHANIE, it's a woman.
Sure.
And so this doesn't state that we are not involving women in activities and all.
Okay. Yes. That exonerates your position that the NDC includes women. Yes. Stephanie, we are going to do this in a kickboxing way.
That's
so, Stephanie, what's your position on that? There are agitations in the media, from the media landscape and also from the grassroots, that the various political parties do not allow women. Do you feel the new patriotic party is different when it comes to this?
Would you permit me to start from Kwame Nkrumah's time?
Okay, you can.
I'll be glad. So as far back as the struggle for independence, women have played a pivotal role in our politics. I remember from our history books that Kwame Nkrumah's campaigns were mostly funded by market women in Makola. I'm talking about Madame Agnes Kwakupomi. I'm talking about Madame Rebecca, who was called Akishika. I think that's the name, the down name for flour. These are women that invested their whole being in Nkrumah's campaign. The flour seller, I learned, never got married, never had a child. She invested everything she had to see for Nkrumah's campaign to see the light.
Yeah.
Now, moving forward, we've had various women occupying various positions. We saw Madame Joyce Bamford-Addo as the first Speaker of Parliament.
That's true.
Georgina Wood as the first female Chief Justice.
Right.
And we've had Charlotte Osei as the EC chairperson.
That's interesting to key in, Charlotte, or say in your position.
I'm very objective.
Someone would say that's so ironical. I mean, you can go on.
Well, she still occupied the position. So she's worthy of mentioning.
Okay.
Now we have Jean Minster as the EC chairperson. So I feel that marginalization of women in politics cannot be solely blamed on...
Okay, you are targeting the general perspective.
No, I want to start from
now.
there.
Now, the NDC is lambasting your party.
No, I want to start from
that particular perspective. Okay.
Society, marginalized women in the first place. Because during those days, fewer women were educated. And you know, you need to know what you're about. You need to be a learned intellectual, which these people do not appreciate, unfortunately.
Which people are these people?
The National Democratic Congress. And so, because of that, the numbers were fewer. But compared to now, you can see an increase in the numbers. We have 36 women in parliament. And 24 out of these women are from the New Patriotic Party. I'm talking about the Esles, the Katina Fekus, the Barbara Asheisis, the Lydia Hassans. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. The NPP brought up sort of a policy around 2015, to protect some of the females that were running for parliamentary candidates. Some of them were not contested. And they even waived part of the fees to encourage them to participate, not because they are weak. But because the setting.
That's wonderful.
The
I think MUFIDA is not really happy you are giving all the day. I think let's bring MUFIDA. Let's be fair to MUFIDA and bring him.
Okay, so with all the facts she has stated, I want to chip in the 31st December Women's Movement, which was spearheaded by former First Lady Nana Konadu-Agyeman.
Right.
And with this, it was through the 31st December's Women's Movement that the Ministry of Children and Gender, Women, Children and Gender was formed.
That's right.
Yes, and through this, 1,500 schools were built, and under even ex-president before was in line and was in support of all these because of the movement. And she's saying that now people are enjoying water and electricity. Are you serious? Because we are not enjoying it now.
I see.
2 months ago, we are not enjoying it now.
I see.
And it's not even in all communities that are enjoying the water. Because in some houses, they are not taps. So they have to go out to go and buy water. So are you telling me that when they go to buy water, when they go to get water, they get the water for free? They don't get the water for free. They don't get the water.
So you are coming from the perspective that in as much as it's not a freebie, you understand, it's not as part of the freebies, they shouldn't count it as an achievement. So when you are linking it to the women empowerment, I mean, as in women, their role in doing that, have you seen a woman doing something in that perspective, helping? I mean, can you pinpoint some members of your party, some political actors in your party, who you feel that when given the nod, when NDC is re-elected, they are going to do what you are saying as a freebie, so that you can also count it as your achievement?
Yes, we have people like Mrs. Betty Maud Idrisu.
Fantastic.
We have Honorable JANET-STEPHANIE Rhule. We have people like Honorable Hannah Bisiu and the likes and others. And when they come into the limelight, when we get power, when Ghanaians give us the nod and the opportunity to take power in 2021, all this will be all these things will come to light. All these people will do more and do better than what she's putting on the table.
They will do more than form of Anana.
Yes, more
that's fantastic. I mean, my guest today, I mean, it keeps on escalating as the minutes keep on reading, as you can hear them saying. I mean, the representative of the New Patriotic Party, that's synonymous to the TESCON, and also the TAIN, synonymous to the NDC. They're all stating their position. They are all kickboxing each other as to their achievement from the women or from the gender card perspective. I can tell, or I can agree with them. I'm really happy having women in the studios today. I feel happy when I see women politicians, maybe because my mom is one. So we'll get back to...
Fred, can I?
No, you can't come in.
She did a rebuttal.
Yes, but...
I'm supposed to be...
Okay, sure.
She mentioned Hannah Bisiu as a woman who was going to do better than even Akufo-Addo. Let me take you back to 2016, when Hanabisu lost the elections.
Okay.
Hanabisu went to the Tano South, the hospital.
Okay.
She went to the hospital there to take back the beds that she donated when she was running for parliament. People say that empathy comes with age.
Yeah.
As you grow, now when you're bad.
Yeah, definitely.
But we are talking about a woman who has gone to seize beds because she did not get power.
Yeah.
It only tells you that whatever she gave to them was because she wanted a position and not because she genuinely wanted to serve.
Yeah.
Hanabisu was the same person who came out to lambast Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and wanted to trick Ghanaians, unsuspecting Ghanaians, into believing that the drones supplying medicals were going to take pictures of people's naked wives. I mean, how do you compare medical drones to photo drones? I don't know what you call them, but these are drones flying long distances, way up in the sky.
But Stephanie, someone will tell you that in our politics, how bureaucratic our politics is, some of these things are very expectant. I mean, you expect to be lambasted.
No, we are talking about a woman she's claiming is going to do better. Now, if it is this same woman who is saying that drones supplying medical supplies are going to take pictures of people's naked wives and so they should kick against it, what are you telling me? Are you trying to say we do not know the good things that these things have done
Mufida,
for us?
I think at this point...
The same Hanabisu was the one that was holding the placard bearing Bloody Widow in one of their demonstrations. She was calling another woman names. When Lydia Hassan was running for parliament, she sat on radio to say unprintable things about this woman.
So are you saying some women hate the progress of some women?
Of course. Why not?
Okay.
I do not support Professor Jinano Pokwajiman, but I respect her.
Okay.
She's old enough to be my grandmother.
Okay.
She's old enough to be my mother.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
If I have anything to attack her on, it will be on her track record. What she did with the mandates given her. I will not sit on radio or TV anywhere to insult her person.
That's right.
I cannot insult her.
Okay.
And so if you are a woman that is coming to do better and bringing something proper to the table, I believe that with Hanabisu's education as an animal doctor, as a vet, she can do better.
Okay, I think...
So you don't sit here and pound somebody like that
Mufida,
as somebody worthy of
right? Stephanie is making some strong positions here. I feel if you are given the opportunity, you would also have this ample time to also pinpoint, also select people in the NPP where you feel that they also have some loopholes when it comes to the same things your competitor or your opponent is also narrating here.
Okay, she mentioned Madam Aslawusu, Honorable Aslawusu. She's the current member of Parliament for Ablekuma West. And right now, I don't see anything she has done. Okay. She hasn't done enough. She hasn't, but yet still she comes out claiming she has done a lot and everything. Okay. And she dragging Madam Hanabisu into the situation.
No, these are verifiable issues. You brought her name up, so it was just prudence that attack is like that.
I think you should allow her to.
We are talking of women empowerment. What women have done.
So what has Hanabisu done?
Stephanie, please allow her.
No, she's a national women organizer of the party.
But I'm sure,
because you decided to bring her name.
But I'm sure when you were talking, she was quiet. So
because she had nothing to say.
No.
That is what you said.
Please.
I made mention of form of Anana. You brought up women who you claim were going to do better
Stephanie,
in supplying fuel.
Can you allow her to finish her point?
Because she didn't understand the question. We are not comparing Madam Hanabisu to the president, the current president. We are talking of women empowerment, as you rightly said.
Yeah, we are not doing comparative analysis, but I'm sure she was stemming from giving some references to, make her point. Yes. So Stephanie, kindly allow her to make her premise right. Then you can come up with any rebuttal.
Very well. Yes. Yes, and I believe Madam Aslawusu is, with how she handles issues, I don't think is the right way. Okay. And I even though I respect her a lot, and excuse me to say, she's arrogant in a way. Okay. Because how she comes out. She's arrogant or arrogant in a way? Arrogant in a way. Okay. Because I can't
say it's BB. No. Be emphatic.
So sometimes how she analyzes issues, or how she puts issues out shows.
Do you have any instances where you can cite her?
Yes, we have instances where she has interviews with people.
Okay.
Then
be specific.
Stephanie, please allow her.
Allow her. Without being specific.
Yeah, I think I have to moderate the show, so allow her.
That's fine.
All right.
Yes, and you being a woman, you see, most of the time they say women, we are our own enemies.
Yeah.
So you being a woman and coming out to be arrogant and speak to men anyhow, it creates a certain sense, or it creates a certain aura around you that
when women are given the opportunity.
Yes.
But can you cite her? I mean, this particular statement she made that you feel that were very uncomfortable, that you feel that they are not in line as to empowering women. You feel it's a dent on the whole fight towards women empowerment, also women involvement in politics.
So with the issue where she was having, she was being interviewed with Honorable Nancy Van der Poel.
Okay.
She was arrogant. Like
what did she say?
Made,
you don't remember any statement,
right?
Yeah.
But with the statement she made,
okay.
Even right now, let me go back to the statement I made.
Okay, sure.
Most women say, or most people, even men say, we are our own enemies as women.
Yeah.
As women, we are our own enemies.
Yeah.
And you insulting a man on set.
Okay.
Right now, even the late Dr. Kofi Annan said, for effective and greater output, the role of women should be involved in politics. So if you come out and you insult
my viewers, today we have historians here. I'm so shocked. I'm very impressed with the discussion. Not to cut you, you can go on.
So if you come out and you insult a man, his wife is definitely watching.
Okay.
So what are you telling his wife? What are you telling her?
But someone can say that thing also happens in the other gender when you lambast the man. I'm sure you are all giving references to make your point. You've not made any valid point yet.
Exactly.
So I think you should go on. Do you still have anything to say so that I move to Stephanie too also?
And she say Madam Hannah-Bissue went for the beds because she lost. She never went for the beds.
Oh, I have the videos here. Wow. You want me to show them to you?
I'll let my production team check it out.
She went for the beds because they had locked up the polyclinic.
Oh, okay.
That is not true.
The beds because
she carried the beds in a truck and took them back.
I'm telling you.
Well, I think I would have to.
She went for the beds because the polyclinic.
She went for the beds because she lost.
So Stephanie, you are stating that she went for the beds because she lost the elections.
Exactly.
Mufida is also stating that she went for the beds because she felt that essentially they were not using the beds.
Okay, he said the polyclinic was locked. Is it still locked?
Well, that is up to my
Since
production team to verify.
Is it still locked? Why didn't she take the beds back? You know, the same thing happened in Takrade with the NDC's candidate, I think in 2012, where he went back for his balls and a TV. That's a man, so I won't talk about that. But coming back to Esla, you know, you're supposed to speak the facts and not be sentimental.
Yeah, but Stephanie, coming back to you, you know, sometimes emotions, we are overridden by emotions.
Exactly.
And these things happen across various political parties. I mean, during the recent primaries, we saw in the new Patriotic Party and also in the National Democratic Congress, the primaries, that some people lost elections, and out of pain, out of regrets, and also out of emotions, they had to even go back and take their motorcycles, bicycles, and all these things. I mean, I feel these things cut across various political parties. Don't you feel it's unfair to just cite Madame Bissue as as a woman? Lambasting her or accusing her in this manner?
I cited Madame Hannah-Bissue when she decided to compare her to Nana Akufo-Addo. Your question was you know, when I spoke about free water, free electricity, she said, and you asked if there were other women in the NDC that she felt that if they came to power would do more. Who's giving the free water? Is it Nanado? Is it Esla? Is it Lydia Hassan? No. So after she compared Hannah-Bissue to Nanado, I decided
I'm sure because you came from the perspective of glorifying the MPP administration.
Of course,
she also wanted to feed on you. Okay, let's take a short breather. I mean, we are having a very interactive conversation here. We are still talking about the role of women in politics. I mean, they are all reiterating their position that their party's contribution to women are enormous. I mean, I remain your favorite host, Frederick Brooks. We are taking a short breather. When we are back, we'll go on with the discussions. Don't go anywhere, stay here. So you are still live on the Agenda on Campus TV, your most authoritative political platform. We took a short breather. I think before we took the breather, we're talking about the role of women in politics. I think Mufida was making a point, or is it Stephanie was making a point before we took the short breather. But then, in any way, I have to come back to Mufida. I think Stephanie is having a problem with you citing or comparing, is it Honorable Bisiu, Hannah Bisiu, to the President of the Republic, the leader of her party. I mean, you were stating that you were not making any comparative analysis. You were just shooting your shots, and it happens to chop stray bullets. I mean, I think maybe you have to come clear on that so that she'll be fine.
Yes, she placed emphasis on the fact that Madam Hannah Bisiu went for beds she sent to a locked-up polyclinic.
Okay.
Yes. She went for the beds, all right.
Okay.
And she took them to other health centers. So what is the...
Which health centers?
What is the...
I think you should tell us.
I can't give you such information.
Okay.
So
this is public
what
knowledge.
basis are you saying she's taking, like she took beds
if
to the
she took them to other health centers, tell us the health centers.
Maybe because maybe she's not an eminent member of parliament, or not a member of the government. Maybe it is not really essential to disclose necessarily. So we can overlook that.
Then you cannot convince me that she took them somewhere else. She took them.
Then
she took them away.
Convince me that she took
no, she's your woman organizer, so you know where she took them to. And you claim she took them to other health centers. Just tell us where those health centers are for verification purposes.
Stephanie, if she's taking the bets away and she's not a member of the government, it could be she wanted to donate. Now she's taking it back.
Oh,
do you feel,
I see.
as in she not being a member of the government, it still puts some dent on the women empowerment process we are talking about?
Of course. Now
Okay.
she decided to come back. They say empathy comes with age.
Okay.
And so if you feel like, oh, this hospital needs beds, these people are lying on the floor, and so with the motherly tendencies in me, I'm going to donate a couple of beds to them, and then I lose the election and say, I go with the truck, I load them inside, and your representative claims that she took them to other health centers, and we don't even know the health centers.
Sure.
What are you talking about here?
Okay, so let's move away from feeding on references now. Currently, the leadership of your party, what do you feel in terms of opening gates for younger ones? I mean, in as much as we have communicators, female communicators from various political parties, it vindicates, also makes me happy, makes me convinced that both political parties are doing well in a way of giving opportunities to younger ones who are females. But maybe your positions may not be, different from mine. Maybe that you feel what I'm saying is true, but then in her political party, it's different. You may also feel that you agree with me, but in her political party, it's different. Currently, looking at the orientation, how things are, do you feel that there are newer opportunities, there are fresh, new hope for the younger ones who are coming from both political parties, or you are basing your facts on just the New Patriotic Party?
Well, for my side, I can speak to my side perfectly, because that's what I'm privy to. In the NPP, we have the NPP loyal ladies and all women's group.
Oh, and I forgot to state with that fact, my viewers, I think JANET-STEPHANIE RHULE is also the commander of the loyal ladies of the New Patriotic Party and TESCON fraternity, right?
Yes.
On University of Ghana.
TESCON treasurer.
Treasurer. Oh, okay. That's wonderful. So I think these are some of the bold steps that we expect all political parties, or we expect all political actors to also embark on. I also understand that Madam Mufida is also part of the campaign team. I mean, the top-notch campaign team of Mr. John Dumelo. So I think these are wonderful people we have on our show. You can go on with your point. Yeah.
Okay, so as I was saying, we have the NPP Loyal Ladies and All Women's Group, which was founded in 2016 prior to the election. We have a membership of about 25,000 across the country as we speak. Over the years, we have nurtured our members, our leadership, to occupy various sensitive positions. We know we will get there. Eventually, we are going to have a lot of parliamentarians from loyal ladies, a lot of ministers from loyal ladies. Now we have a couple of people in the metropolitan assemblies, we have a couple of female CEOs who are part and parcel of us.
Sure.
And personally, I I feel like there are lots of opportunities for we the young ladies because I'm very young.
Okay.
But I've been made a leader in such a group.
That's very subjective anyway. It's very relative. You are young, I mean.
Oh yeah, relative to the average age of active women in politics.
Okay, sure.
That's what I'm saying. But with my position, I have access to quite some offices. And through that, I'm able to secure certain opportunities.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? We have a lot of commanders like that. We have a lot of members who are all well connected.
Yeah.
Our boss, our founder is a man.
Oh
yes, and
that's wonderful.
He doesn't hesitate to push you wherever you want to go to.
Okay.
Scholarships.
Wow.
If you want to learn something, if you want to learn a trade, we go all out to support all female candidates. Like you can see Madam Esla Owusu doing. She was in the T, now she's in the Upper West. She's with Madam Her Excellency Second Lady Sabra Bawumia, ensuring that we win seats for females. Our Deputy National Youth Organizer, Perpetual Lumoki Akwada, was the first president of...
Since you are coming from the factions, I would like to also get from MUFIDA. NDC, do you have factions? Do you have women caucuses? I mean, as to the loyal ladies of the New Patriotic Party, do you have NDC? Do you have for Mahama? Do you have any caucus? I mean, that you also feel that it empowers women, it also prepares women for national politics?
Yes, we have the JM ladies.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And with the JM ladies, a lot of young women are involved, where we are exposed to...
Which you are a member?
Yes, we are exposed to a lot of opportunities. They give us the platforms to showcase...
When was it formed? Is it just recent?
No.
It was there already?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. They give us the opportunity and platforms to showcase what we have. Grooming is done. We knowing what the value of women empowerment financially and educationally, we get such platforms to learn more, to be able to boost ourselves and prepare ourselves for what is ahead of us.
Okay. Yes. So Stephanie, I mean, this is to tell you that it's not only happening in your party. She is trying to tell you. I mean, she also asks you what is loyal ladies. I think it's very unfair to look down on. I mean,
I'm not looking down upon them. Yes. I just want to know what is JM ladies.
She just stated that they were formed.
It's always the point of attack for NDC communicators. You don't want to insult a woman, then grade her with all sorts of names. They mention ladies.
I'm sure that's the reason why we are here. Okay, so now I think you are all stating your position with the caucuses you are coming from. You mentioned your achievements from the loyal ladies, also the JM ladies. I'm sure before you guys came here, your fraternities knew that you were coming here, and they will be watching you guys. Aside that, what do you feel are some of the contributions of this caucus, of this formidable groups, to the campaigning or to the contribution to making sure that your candidate wins the election? Do you feel that you have great contribution to the various political parties?
In 2016, sorry to cut you short. In 2016, the New Patriotic Party's campaign outside campuses was carried on the shoulders of NPP loyal ladies. That is how we became a hit. We are everywhere, and we have not rested after winning elections in 2016. We have held screenings, we have placard campaigns, we have donations, we have cleanup exercises, we have door-to-door, room-to-room, we even call something bed-to-bed. It's just figurative. We are everywhere, and as I speak right now, we are setting the pace for young ladies in the party with regards to campaign. We are in every constituency.
Yes, but the National Democratic Congress will state that they have made a very bold, brave decision of considering, I wouldn't say considering, I don't want the feminists to chew me out.
That is what the flag bearer said, that he allowed
as you said, it's figurative statement, so of making sure that a woman is a running mate. They feel that in your party, it's not like that. They feel that in your party, some women have come out to say that some political actors, political actors within your party, disallow women, involvement in the day-to-day running of your party. Have you seen footages of your political actors in your political party stating that women are not allowed to function well?
No. The NPP is a haven for women. That is why we have more female parliamentarians and more female appointees. In fact, it is the place to be if you are a woman and you want to rise. It's not just about appointing a woman, but a competent woman. That is the key word over there. But I'm not here to make Janet Opoku-Agyeman popular. Now, if it's just about doing something extraordinary for women in regards to appointing sensitive positions, let me take you back to 1992. The first female running mate appointed in the Fourth Republic was Professor Nafali Sakifiu of the National Independence Party, NIP. In 1996, we had a female running mate, Adeline Nati. In 2008, 2012, in 2008 we had 2. 2012 we had 2. 2012 we had 3. The late Eva Loko, Nana Kosia from Poma, Helena Matevi, and in 2016 we had Bridget Jobenuku, who is now the flag bearer of the PPP. Nana Agyeman Rhule is the flag bearer of the NDP.
That's quite interesting.
If I'm right.
Yeah.
She mentioned Nana earlier, trying to, I don't know, get some glory from her. Now, if the NDC were any party for women, why did Nana Agyeman Rhule leave? There are sentences to say, "Are the papa and Corbett now?" Where is she? She went to form her own. So if you want to hang it on her neck that you are supposed to praise, you are supposed to...
But Stephanie, don't you feel whether exiting or staying in a party...
No, I'm trying to say that...
it's based on your decision.
No. If there was any comfort in there for her woman, she wouldn't have left. Now, if you want to hang it on her neck, you are supposed to support Janet Opoku-Agyeman, you are supposed to praise John Mahama to exceeding heights because of this appointment, then we should go and support Nana Agyeman Rhule and Bridget, who is the flag bearer of the PPP, because she will become president. She will be the one actually on the ballot paper, and that is where it matters. It is whose face is there that
you
matters.
understand how our political orientation is, where we have accepted these 2 major political parties, that's the NDC and the NPP, and that we keep track records when it comes to these 2 political parties. Yes.
Exactly. So then if your feminism or your reason why we are supposed to hail John Mahama is because he has appointed a woman, then that is flawed. Because a woman is a woman no matter which party she belongs to.
Right.
And so whether in PPP or whatever party, whether in GUM, if you're a woman and you can do it, then all females should come and support you. That's where competence comes in. So it's not all about your gender. That will not do anything. The motto of JANET-STEPHANIE is with hands and minds. That's what we work with. Okay, your gender may be a plus depending on your personality, your competence level. We have tried and tested Janet Opoku-Agyeman, and she failed. She performed abysmally as Minister for Education.
How?
Even chalk, limestone, at his mind in the topo, was rare. For a second lady to go and say that, yeah, mama chalk in there, mama chalk china, it's a disgrace to the country. Janet Opoku-Agyeman left serious debts for NAPO to come and clear. Debts that could have been cleared. This woman said that...
Can you state with figures?
Of course I can. Just a moment. Okay, here. So, there was an outstanding bill of approximately 9 million Ghana cedis on capitation grants, 4 million Ghana cedis on feeding grants for special schools, 14 million Ghana cedis on exercise books to basic schools, and 4 million Ghana cedis on supply of school uniforms, among many others. These are debts that could have been cleared. Not because, and you cannot tell me that it's because we're exiting government that they couldn't. We have voted out, the results came on 9th December. You could appoint somebody to be at Auditor General, but you couldn't clear your debts. Lord Mahama spent $82,000 to go and see a 2-day gala, but you couldn't pay this for our children. Grants to special schools. Grants to special schools. I'm coming. Grants to special schools.
Be wrapping up.
To enable them function. They are here. They are here. 4 million cedis of feeding grants to special schools. These are vulnerable people in society. And so we put somebody that they want to hang on our neck that is an empathic mother, sympathetic mother in charge of that sector. And she lets them to starve. My mother supplies foodstuff to schools during their time. They were not paying her because not scanning. These are special schools, but she had to keep supplying because she felt for them. And you want to tell me that such a person handling the economic management team is going to see Ghana where?
Okay,
Egypt or Kenya.
So I mean, Stephanie, don't you believe that with the system of our politics where we have to, or the system of our governance where we depend on the central government to run the affairs, I mean, in the country, it is very unfair to overlook that of the presidency and attack the minister.
She was a cabinet minister. Cabinet, I know the functions of ministers are policy making.
Yeah.
You, the cabinet minister, take your proposal there. When we make you a leader, you are supposed to be a lobbyist. You are supposed to be persuasive. And so if you are a mother who cares about people in special schools, like your own children, you'd go there and fight for cash to be given to your sector.
Mufida, Stephanie is speaking on the weaker side of your party in terms of women. Do you also have any good pictures to paint?
Okay, she clearly stated that the NPP is an all-ladies party. So if NPP is an all-ladies party, why is it that you guys are not supporting Nana Konadu-Agyemang Rawlings?
I never
and
said
why are you guys not?
No, Stephanie, allow her.
You said it.
No, I said it's a haven for ladies.
Yes.
Those are two different things.
Yes, and I'm sure because she is stemming from the fact that you said generally.
And why are you not supporting
your party?
Ekadonko is a member of the NPP. Now let me tell you.
No, Stephanie. Let me settle the confusion. No, let me settle the confusion here. She is saying that you refuse to credit the National Democratic Congress for choosing a woman. And you are saying that that is out of hypocrisy because we have other women doing well in other places where they are not being supported. So she is also coming from the perspective of saying that why are you then not supporting those women that you feel they are not in your party but ought to be supported?
I am not.
I think you have your time.
No, I think I have to make it clear so that it will impact on how she's going to respond. I didn't say. I think I was clear that we don't support a woman by virtue of she being a woman. If I'm running for a position, the list of my messages is my agenda because I'm going to work with my hands and my mind. Do you understand?
Sure.
So if I'm not supporting Ekadonko, it's because I don't believe she can do it.
Sure.
I'm not supporting Madam Bejes because I don't believe she can do it. Do you understand?
Okay,
me?
so
it is competent women we are talking about.
Mufida,
and not
I mean,
just
you can go on
like
with
the
your
NDC wants to force on us.
And she clearly stated that Madam Konadu-Agyemang Rawlings left the NDC because she didn't feel at home, or she was talking of something like that. I'm not stating the words. I'm not going according to the words you said. But she left because she contested with the late Professor Mills and she lost. Okay. That's the reason why she left. She didn't leave because she didn't feel like
that reason enough to leave a
party?
People
have their
if the NDC were anything to stay, she would have stayed.
I think you have to cease heckling.
The wife of the founder.
I think you have to cease heckling.
People have their own personal interest. So you can't base that on her personal interest on she wanting to leave the party. Right now, let's say you are in the NPP today. Let's say some years to come, you move out of the party.
To where?
Are we? I'm just saying, assuming. So if you have your own personal interest, you are using to go, you are going out of the party with. Am I supposed to blame you, or am I supposed to?
If the enabling environment was there, she wouldn't have left. Look at the kind of unputable things John Mohammed's babies with Shakti said about Nana Konadu.
Stephanie, I mean, across the various political parties, we have top-notch leaders who, at a point, choose to leave the parties.
Exactly.
This happens in the NPP.
Not to form new political parties.
In the NDC, well, I mean, that's another point.
Exactly.
But we have rights to political parties. So, as you making a decision to exit the party, if you choose to set up your own party, it's as equal as exiting the party. I mean, because you are basing the fact on the fact that if you have a good enabling environment, you don't have any good reasons to leave a certain political party. She is also stating that this is not the very first time these things are happening. She is stating that someone left a party because of emotions. She lost the elections. I mean, we have various cases where people leave various political parties to
start a whole new political movement. Because Nana Konadu-Agyemang Rawlings, I can say, is the doyen of feminism in Ghana. She's the reason why.
That's interesting.
No, she's the reason why widows can inherit properly from their husbands when their husbands die intestate. Intestate succession law. It was through her lobbying. That's what was started.
And which party takes that credit?
Oh, the PNDC era. I'm being very objective here. Nana Konadu-Agyemang Rawlings did very well. No, you cannot even take credit for it because people have chased Papa J away. Papa didn't say you don't respect.
What shows we've
you have trained Okujeto, Felix Ofosukachi and Co. to rain insult on him.
What evidence do you have?
Go and read Working with Rollins.
What evidence do you have?
John Mohammed's godfather. Go and read Chasing
You have no evidence.
Written by John Mohammed's godfather. They are called brothers. When I watch the interview on City TV, they are revealing their own party secret.
I think on this very note, we are closing dockets on the women empowerment. I mean, as in the various contributions towards various political parties, as in with the New Patriotic Party and also the National Democratic Congress. So we are moving straight to the electoral procedures that the Electoral Commission is resorting to in making sure that we compile a new voters register. We are taking a short breather. Right after the breather, we'll go on with the discussion. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. We are still live on the Agenda on Campus TV, your most authoritative political platform. As I keep on reiterating, provides a space for activists to contribute their quota towards national development from the educational perspective. I still have in the studios ever wonderful, beautiful, eloquent, smart woman, Stephanie, and also Mufida. We are moving straight to the Electoral Commission. I mean, I think that is one of the trending topics that we have now. The leadership of the National Democratic Congress has questioned or challenged the procedures the Electoral Commission is resorting to in the process of compiling a new voters register. I mean, let me begin with you, Stephanie. What is your position on that?
I think that one of the best decisions the EC has taken ever since they were appointed is to take the bold step of compiling a new credible voters register. You know, if we do not have political stability, nothing else will matter.
Right.
Education, health, whatever. So you ensure that politically the country is stable before anything else. Now, it was discovered by the EC that we had scanned photos and documents, information of people in the old voter register.
Okay.
Now the EC cannot on authority say that, okay, I'm going to take out what is scanned.
Okay.
I don't think you would even understand. You say, oh, what if you want to take out other people's names?
Sure.
What if it's a deliberate attempt to prevent people from voting?
Sure.
What if it's a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise a certain group of people?
That's true.
And so to ensure that the register is credible, to ensure that you and I have some hope in the register that is going to deliver a free and fair election, we overhauled the old one, which is filled with so many anomalies. In 2012, Afraijam couldn't prove the source of the 500,000 extra printings.
So comparatively, we have the best register now?
Of course, and I think that this is even going to be our last, because with the introduction of the Ghana card, of course, with the introduction of the Ghana card...
NDC also thought that, I mean, the recent one you squashed away was the last one. So until they were met with their surprise. A
register with scanned documents inside, that it has been tampered with, and we cannot use it.
Okay.
It means that you can have minors in there, you can
but
have
per the reasons by, I mean, the Deputy Electoral Commissioner, my former lecturer, that is Boxman Asari, I mean, he was stating something different. They were talking about skipping of verification, facial verification, recognition, biometric procedures, and the rest. I mean, still, we are faced with these anomalies, where still people are not, I don't know whether we are going through, did they resort to using the facial recognition procedure?
Oh, I did not see that.
Yes, so I think with that particular assertion made by him, it means that we have repeated it again. Moving straight to the credibility of this new voters register, I think the strong case by your party then in opposition was the fact that even some people came on the voters register through NHIS, which, I don't know, with the CI, the recent CI that we had, I mean, it wasn't stipulated in that particular CI,
yes.
And that flawed the discretion of the party. I mean, okay, so let me come to you, Mufida. I mean, Stephanie is stating fact that there were some, I mean, unfortunate things, anomalies that led to the Electoral Commission coming up with a new voters register. She has stated that this is the very last voters register that we will be compiling as a country and even as an Electoral Commission as a body. I mean, with the NDC, I don't know whether you have already pinpointed or you have already identified some flaws already in the process of compiling a new voters register.
The thing is, the NDC wasn't necessarily against the compilation of a new register, but with the times we were in one and with the timing. Because how can you use a span of 1 month to compile a voters register for over 50 million people? And when the exhibition was being done, we could realize that there were a lot of wrong spelling of names. We could realize double names, double ID numbers and all. So what is she saying?
I mean, Mufida, I mean, the Electoral Commission will tell you that is why we make, reservations for the exhibition exercise.
What's the purpose of an exhibition?
Stephanie, please, kindly allow me so that she can understand perfectly. That is why we make reservation for this exhibition process to be carried out, so that I can pinpoint some of these unfortunate erroneous mistakes that we do not expect. Even though maybe, I'm sure Mufida is coming from the perspective that you were coming with a good, fantastic voters register that shouldn't even have any speck of errors. That is where she's coming from. But getting back to you, she is saying that we should be expectant of such errors. Don't you feel that it's very unfair to critique an exhibition procedure which is supposed to open the wounds of the electoral procedure for you to go to your polling station and correct your mistake, stating that your name is not Mufida, it's supposed to be Dashida or something like that?
So what is the essence of an exhibition procedure without BVDs in all centers?
Wow.
Wow. The essence?
Now, Stephanie, I think this you have to come in.
No, it was to check your names, spelling of names, your ID numbers and all of that. It is not to take your fingerprints all over again.
So your fingerprints.
No, so if the EC feels like if the EC feels like that has been captured already and it is these things that they want to verify, why not? What is the purpose of an exhibition?
Stephanie, I think it's a strong allegation she's making here. If you had verified through a biometric way, if you have been imputed into a system through biometric registration, and you are going to verify. The purpose of Stephanie, are you listening to me?
It is because because that they have done their homework well.
Sure.
And do not think that it is necessary for them to because they do not have issues with fingerprints.
But Stephanie, I mean, don't you feel that for you to be imputed into a system through a biometric means, and now you go through a verification manually, don't you think it defeats the purpose of even introducing the biometric registration?
It doesn't defeat the purpose. The EC feels like they have done their homework well by capturing all that they are supposed to capture biometrically. Now they need the written details, your numbers, your PIN. And because of this COVID-19, the digital messiah introduced the short code.
Who is the digital messiah anyway?
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Ghana's best vice president.
Interesting.
The NDC's headache. So as I was saying, he introduced this short code so that you could stay in the comfort of your house and check. So that you not go.
So you can check through.
Of course.
mobile.
Oh, you didn't?
Can you help us with
I
the
did.
short code? I mean, I had to go to the polling station.
No, so you send your ID number to 1422.
That's so helpful.
Yes, you send your ID number on, I think, on MTN. See, it's just the beginning, and so I don't think.
But don't you think even some of this mobile way of verifying? I mean, since Bosman was talking, Mr. Bosman Asari was talking about the facial recognition and all these things. I'm sure they wanted, as a commission, wanted to introduce this because they felt that the recent or the previous system was flawed because a lot of people did not go through a certain verification procedure. Now, here is the case where we have been introduced with another, format where you can even sleep in the comfort of your house to verify. Don't you think this jumps the gun of making the argument that we are now bringing back a credible register that is going to be outrightly verified, procedure to making sure that it is you, Stephanie, who is going to that very polling station to make sure that you are going to identify yourself as the very person who made herself available on the very day of the registration.
So if you check from the comfort of your home and you identify mistakes, then you proceed to the EC office.
Okay.
Do you understand? Some people do not have time, genuinely. Okay. And so even for with going to register, it was a problem for some people. If you want to advance, like the countries we compare ourselves to, the countries we look up to, these are the things we should be encouraging. In America, nobody queues to go and do voter registration exercise. And that's why I'm saying that.
Mufida,
that's why I'm saying that with the introduction of the NIA cards, I believe that going forward, we may not even have to queue for these purposes. The queues may come. But you see, in America, let me do a small comparison. In America, when the moment you turn 18, you proceed to whichever office is in charge, okay? And they roll you onto the voters register.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand? Because your details are already there in the system. We didn't have that. That's how the system operates. Yes, we didn't have that. And now we have the NIA card, which is connected to your NHIS, your driver's license.
So you are saying little by little we'll get there.
Exactly, your TIN number and all of that.
I mean, Mufida, I think Stephanie is explaining, explicit explanations to as to the anomalies maybe you are pointing out. She is saying that because we are expectant of some of these anomalies during exhibition process or procedure, you don't have any credible position of lambasting or criticizing the exhibition procedure. She is saying that you should wait for an election to be run for you to come out with any criticism, because she is maintaining her position of saying that this register is more credible than the recent register. I mean, I gave you opportunity to point out the loopholes. You started with the verification procedure and all that. The leadership of your party, the leader, of the NDC, that is the former president of the Republic, has stated that he is not going to accept any result from any flawed elections. The president of the Republic has also stated that he doesn't want to become a president of a crooked election. I mean, we can all see that they are all trying so hard to be statesmen when it comes to this, but maybe your position may be different from that of another person. What do you make of these all assertions?
Okay, so President Akufo-Addo talking about he doesn't want to be a president of a crooked election or something. So are they telling us that without the BVDs, we would have an all-perfect election on 7 December?
What's the relation?
No, I mean, she is saying that,
tell us that we should go to the polling centers and BVDs are not available.
The EC is saying that you do not need them there.
So are you saying on the day of elections?
You will need them on the day of elections. So when you go, you find them and you verify.
So Stephanie, I'm sure she wants to be sure whether on the very day of the election,
of course,
the BVDs are going to be there.
If you go and they are not there,
and I'm sure she is pointing out the reason why these BVDs were absent during the verification procedure.
Were they present in 2012?
Wow.
You guys.
No, I'm asking you, JM ladies president. You should know these things.
No, you can't.
But they present in 2012. The EC is saying that they are not necessary for them to be there. They have captured whatever they need to capture biometrically. Now come and correct the physical. Come and correct the written. And so come and correct it. That is the reason why there's an exhibition. If you come and my name is Rhule, which electoral system is perfect? What are you telling me? Even in America, even in America they make mistakes. Even in America they make mistakes. There are mistakes in every technological.
As I said, but I'm sure Mufida is also coming from the perspective of saying that you are coming in for an election that is going to be credible because of a new voters register. And
in ensuring credibility of the election, we are doing the exhibition so that if you come and your rule is RHULE and they have written RULE, you say, oh, madam, it seems on the day you're writing my name, you didn't hear. Do you understand? I'm coming. It seems you didn't really look at my Ghana card well in filling my forms. It seems you didn't really look at my whatever card in filling my forms, and so there's an H here. It's humans that typed it.
Okay,
these are people that work for months. So it's normal for them to make mistakes.
Let's go away from the petty, mistakes in spelling and all that. Let's go straight to the deletion of names. Where people have stated that they have gone to check and their names are not. The only confusion, the frustration, and also the scary aspect of all these things are people who are not going to show up to verify whether they are in the system on the very day of the election. When someone finds out that his details or her details are not being imputed into the system, Stephanie, what is going to happen?
It is your responsibility as a citizen to go and make sure that your name is there. Because you end up disenfranchising yourself if you do not go. The government should not come and uproot you from your house to go and check. And government knowing very well that not everybody can make it to the centers due to various reasons, health, work, has said that you can sit in the comfort of your homes and check. If you check and it is not there, then you proceed to whichever body, whichever office you have to go and make the corrections. You have personal responsibility before anything else. If you want to vote, go and make sure it is there. You see, it's a system. Some people even mistakenly registered at 2 different centers. And when it comes to that, in some systems, it will cross out and cancel. So just come and check. You go and you don't find Frederick Brooks. Oh, I registered at Ayawaso at Jolu A polling station. I cannot find my name. Sure. Okay, sorry about that. Then we put it there and we move forward. It's that simple.
Okay, so you are calling on...
No, if you wanted to deliberately disenfranchise people, we wouldn't have done this exhibition.
Okay.
And the names that were deleted, I'm not sure that the EC knows who is NPP and who is NDC.
Sure.
Do you understand? My whole extended family is mostly NDC. They do not even have my surname. Now, when they go there, does whoever is registering them know where they belong to? You cannot say that the EC is deliberately
that is one shocking aspect of our politics.
Exactly,
I don't know when I feel this thing can be identified throughout various political parties, where various political parties, believe that the Electoral Commission, the commission appointed by that particular ruling government, is in to rig the election in favor of that particular government. Swinging from this perspective to that of Charlotte Osei, what was the position of your party, or what was your singular position as a member of the NPP when Charlotte Osei was the Electoral Commission? A quick one before we go on.
Well, personally, when she was Electoral Commissioner, personally, I don't think I was really following proceedings, but when she was removed, it was not because she tried to rig elections or whatever. It was because of procurement breaches.
Okay.
But simple as that.
So based on this SICASEM, the procurement, procurement bridges and all whatever you are talking about, if the NDC is also taking some actions towards JANET, I think these are some of the things. Yes.
That is when they never come to power. Because I don't think NDC is coming back to do anything.
Wow.
So in the unlikely event that they even come to power, if you feel...
So you believe the NDC is never coming into power?
Of course not.
That's wonderful.
Oh, maybe unless I decide to raise a flag bearer for them.
Wow.
Because they don't appreciate good things.
But are you looking forward to being a running mate of, or being a president?
Of course, it's possible. In my party is full of possibilities.
Wow.
I can be the national chairman, I can be the president, I can be the flag bearer, I can be the running mate. In NPP, there are endless possibilities.
That's wonderful. So, if you are following the discussions, you have to also follow our social media handles. Campus.tv on Instagram, Campus TV on YouTube, and Campus TV GH on Facebook. I think we are having a very interactive conversation here. Mufida, before we went in to advertise our social media handles, she was making strong positions. She was stating that the NPP as a party provides opportunities for women. And because of these opportunities, she is even eyeing the presidency to one day be the leader of the New Patriotic Party. What are your goals in NDC? Do you feel that you have an enabling environment that allows you to go to the extent of being a president of this republic?
Yeah, of course. Because with Mr. John Dumelo's campaign team, most of us are ladies.
Okay.
Yes, and with JM ladies, most of the ladies, or should I say all the women in JM ladies, are spearheading John Mohammed's campaign in every region.
Can you mention some?
We have the Upper East region, we have Greater Accra, we have the Oti region.
Can you show us a picture? It's the first time of something like that.
Yes, we are going to work on
what I know of was that's for Mahama, which fell in water.
Stephanie, please allow her to land.
Very well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, so I strongly
believe that. Yes. Okay, so in as much as we are giving references to these people, personally for yourself, Mufida, do you feel there are some opportunities created for you that in the next 5 years, 10 years, I can tout myself as someone knowing someone, Stephanie and Mufida contesting for an election, whether in Ayawaso West or the national elections?
That's if I decide to, based on my personal...
But if she contest me, I'll
that's based on my personal...
Yeah, okay.
But I wouldn't want to disclose that now.
Yeah, you wouldn't want. But NDC won't hinder this, objective, if you want to really stand. Your final words, I think we are closing docket on this particular discussion. I'm finding it very, very difficult to close this particular show. I'm loving this segment. I'm blessed with this beautiful... yes, I think we have to have an extension of this particular conversation. I'm blessed with women. I really love women. Hey, no, let me put it figuratively before Stephanie comes in.
It's good. It's a good thing.
It's good to love women.
Blessings.
That's right. I'm even a Pojoba too.
Oh, I see.
You see,
Your school is full of women.
So I think we are having a lovely discussion. Before we end, Mufida will give her final words, and Stephanie will also give her final words, and we close the docket for this particular day's conversation. So, Stephanie, your final words.
Okay, so to the viewers?
So, yeah, to the viewers, your supporters, your party. I mean, the president is watching you, the first lady is watching you, everyone is watching you.
Okay, so I would say that going forward, in the run-up to the December elections, I am encouraging every Ghanaian, every well-meaning Ghanaian to endorse Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's bid for a second term. We have all seen what he has been able to do in just 3.5 years. We endured 5 years of doomsday under John Mahama. He claims that we are all he cares about. I saw him sitting in a seamstress shop saying that. And I wonder how you care about somebody and allow her business to dwindle for 5 years because she doesn't have electricity to sue. You understand what I'm saying? Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the man of the people. He's the father of orphans. Because of Nanado, if you go to the villages right now to adopt a kid to come and sell for you, you will not get because everybody is going to school. Now, the NDC has kicked against this severally because they know that if the last Ghanaian gets educated, NDC will go. That will be the end of the NDC. If you go to agriculture, we have done marvelously well. We're planting for food and jobs, supplying agric extension officers to farmers, peasant farmers, those who want to go for food, those who want to go for export. Now we export coconuts. We do not import even tomatoes from Burkina Faso as we did. So I'm appealing to every well-meaning Ghanaian to endorse Nana Dankwa's round 2. The NPP is the party that is going to lead us to the promised land. 10 terms for the NPP continuously is going to transform the NPP into something even better than America. Let us not go back to Egypt. Say no to John Mahama.
Okay, so there we go again with Stephanie. I mean, I think Stephanie, I don't know who, I'm finding an American politician too. And I'm also finding a British politician I can merge with these two people. I mean, the English.
No, I think you should give me Margaret Thatcher.
No, that's I'll be unfair too. Okay, so I think you can hear Stephanie reiterating her position. She's saying that she's having, I mean, an unwavering confidence in this particular election, stating that everybody should come out to vote for the president. We have to also get back to Mufida to also hear what she has to say to her supporters or the supporters of her political party. Mufida.
With all this, I would say everything is clear. The NPP is doing nothing. The EC has failed us in so many ways. Even in the COVID era, they expected us to go into our business ID.
Tell us the alternative.
So, in conclusion, you know the right person. You know, Mr. John Dramani Mahama is the best candidate.
You cannot even mention him.
Yes. You know he's the best candidate. So our manifesto is the people's manifesto. We've made provisions for education, health, jobs, so many things. We've made sports, just to mention but a few. So come December 7th, do well to vote for former President John Dramani Mahama.
Former and never coming back.
To make him the president on January 7th. As he will be sworn into office. Thank you very much for your time. Okay,
so it's been wonderful. I think at a point it's even getting emotional. I feel like crying. I mean, Stephanie and Mufida, they are all being emotional about making sure that they either re-elect a former president or maintain the president of the republic. I think it's wonderful discussion that we have had here, and I would like to thank my guests for making it for today's conversation. I remain your favorite host, Frederick Brooks. We'll meet same time, next time, another time. Bye-bye.